2012, he sang that to our beloved President Barack Obama, right? I don't know what he meant by that, because Barack Obama didn't hit no road. He hit the road to the White House. That's it. So, I'm really happy to be here. I'm Pastor Thomas Dixon. I'm the Democratic candidate, the sole Democratic candidate running against Tim Scott for the U.S. Senate. And I'm the only Democratic candidate that's going to beat Tim Scott in the 2016 general election. Woo! In our Declaration of Independence, in the second paragraph, it says that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and are endowed with certain unalienable rights, among which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. People, we got a problem in America. We got a problem with a party that's running roughshod across America, a party that's overly represented in the state of South Carolina, and that party's called the Republican Party. And why do we have a problem with them? Because those certain unalienable rights that were talked about in the Declaration of Independence are consistently being taken back, taken away from, and misused by that red party when it comes to the people of our great state and our great nation. They seem to forget about the fact that we got rights. They are the ones who have all the rights, and we as the people do not have the right to anything. We don't have the right to life. Simply life. They refuse to pass legislation that's going to save lives, stop bloodshed on the street by closing background check loopholes. They refuse to do that. Simple. I don't understand it. 1 year, almost to the day of the Mother Emanuel tragedy. You all heard about it? Anybody heard about 9 churchgoers who were killed in Mother Emanuel AME Church on June 17th of last year, and they were killed with a gun that was purchased through a background check loophole that the Republican Party had the opportunity to close before then, and we possibly would not have had to bury those 9 churchgoers. But instead of closing that loophole, they left it open. And as a matter of fact, almost a year later, they still haven't voted to close it. They voted against closing it. When the Republican Party talks about being pro-life, that's a lie. That's a lie straight out the pits of hell. They're pro-death. Why are they pro-death? They're pro-death because in the state of South Carolina and many other states around here, and my opponent supports that here in the state of South Carolina, they refuse to expand Medicaid that would definitely save lives. Not only save lives, but create jobs. And it's based off of money that's our money anyway. They don't respect the right to life. They don't respect the right to life when it comes to women's reproductive rights. When reproductive health. They refuse to fund Planned Parenthood that is known to save lives, both with females and the children that they bear, because they can't get adequate health care, reproductive health care, because the Republicans are trying to take that away. Unalienable rights, the right to life, the right to earn a living wage in America. This is America, and we take care of each other. $7.25 minimum wage in 2016 is ridiculous. And that wage should be somewhere around $21 an hour, but right now in 2016, we will settle for $15 an hour. But if they delay until next year, it's going up to $16. And it's going to continue to go on until they do the right thing. But see, we're going to do the right thing, right? Everybody is going to do the right thing because those people that have been blocking a living wage are going to be taken out of the picture because they're not going to be reelected in 2016. It's time for a change. Enough is enough. That's a right. People who work a job, no matter what the job is. I get so tired of people talking about folks who flip burgers for a living like it's some kind of menial position, like that's some kind of a slave position or something like that. When they provide a valuable service, a service that is so valuable that the CEO of their company has at least a $9 to $10 million annual income based on that hard work of them burger flippers, as they say. So that by itself means that that's an important job. The right to choose who one loves. The Republican Party is trying to regulate who we decide that we love. Is that crazy?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
What's the justification as a pastor? Okay, this Pastor Dixon up here. I got a lot of people going to say, man, you the man of God. You the pastor. You know, how can you say that? Because God gave everybody free will, the right to choose. That was the first thing that he instilled in people. And anytime I decide to take away someone's free will, I've stepped in the position of God. And I don't have that power, and I ain't trying to pull that off. I'm just a poor captain of the project in Chicago who's just trying to make a difference, trying to point out the issues that really do need to be addressed. Our elderly, as they get older, need to have the comfort and the security to know that as they get older, as they reach into the golden years of their lives, life is not going to get worse for them, but going to get better. They deserve that. They've put into the system, and the system should protect them as they get older, not as our Republicans do, take away from them. Enough is enough. When it comes to our veterans, our men, our women who have served our country honorably, as they come out of the service, they should not be subject to the Republicans who are consistently taking away from them, taking away their benefits and limiting their access to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as they get older. That's crazy. We must stop that. And we are the ones that can do that. Enough has got to be enough when it comes to our veterans. So when it comes to me, Pastor Dixon, when it comes to rights, the rights of every American man, woman, and child, I've championed those rights. I've stood up for the rights of everyone in the community. Why? Because I was a part of the problem for a long time. I was a person that was so wrapped around me and caught up in me that whatever hurt anybody else didn't matter to me. But one day I woke up and I realized that it's my job to be my brother's keeper. It's my job to be my sister's keeper. It's my job to be my fellow human beings' teacher. See, because those unalienable rights that were talked about in the Declaration of Independence, those are not, we don't have to classify those as civil rights. Those are human rights. Human rights. The right of people to be people with all of our faults, defects, shortcomings, and great qualities that we have. We are still different, and we're going to be different from the womb to the tomb. But it's our responsibility, every last one of us, the responsibility is on us, the onus is on us to make life the best that we can for everyone in our nation, as long as we have the power to do it and the breath of life to do it in America. So we've reached an impasse. We've reached a time. We've reached a distinct point in history, 2016. We've reached this point in the state they call South Carolina, a red state, where the Republican Party has been running roughshod and oppressive over this state for many years now. And it's time for us as a people, as democratic people, as human beings, to say enough is enough. And we're not going to have this anymore. It's time for us to turn up and turn out. It's time for us to get the vote out. It's time for us to spread the word and not figure that it takes millions of dollars to spread this word out here. If each one of us reach one and tell that one to reach somebody else, we have this election, we will win this election, and the Republican Party will have to fight from here on into eternity, because they'll never regain this ground we take, because we are going to take this for our children and for their children and for their children, so we never have to go through these changes once again. The time is now, the place is right, the people are ready. Let's do what needs to be done in order to make this happen. Eric Bjorn, yes sir. Joe, you lie, no Lewis. Joe, no Mo. Wilson, excuse me. I call him Lewis. Well, I just disrespected another brother. Joe, you lie, Wilson. Joe, no Mo. Wilson. Tim Scott.